All right, now that that's fixed. All right, let's get to the actual creation. So this was made by King Mao, and I'm butchering that name. Sang Mao. I'm sure it'll kick me later. But we have a little auto tiler. I had to get this prepared beforehand. So let's see what we can do. My goal is to create the first room. This is supposed to be for the prototype. This will be the room that Reese wakes up in. So some aspects of the room, Dungeon Creators, is that there are elevations. And if you see here, this will affect how jumping is handled, as far as if Reese will need to use a single jump or double jump based on the elevation. So here are some aspects. We have the actual paint, the eraser, the dropper. This would be nice if I could highlight it and it shows what it does. The other painter. And this will break it out into layers. But for now, let's go with the paint here. So what I want to do with this, I want to make the first room a little more interesting than how it should look. So the idea of this is that Reese fell down a trap and has awoken in the middle of no in this strange room and has to go further out. Actually, this may not be a good idea. This one is probably not workable because this one would actually be tied to walls. So let's not do that one. But actually, while this is in mind, let me show you something as far as want to mention about the elevation. So you see here as you go up it, the grid takes some parts out, was to show you where the elevation will be. Now I'm choosing 5 as the layer, as the floor for now. I may go lower, I don't know, but I think 5 is a good point based off how my associate director has shown me. But this is actually not what I want for the actual grid floor. So let's remove that. Okay, there we go. I think we can do this. So I want to make this a simple one, a simple small room for right now. So this is also for a good time for Q&A. So if you do have any questions, I can answer them to the best of my degree, as long as it's not too technical, because I do not have my deputy to beg for help for. Nope, 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 nope. That I shouldn't do. Sweet. This tool specifically is just to help me with the mapping. So this one specifically for creating rooms, and this was actually built specifically for me because I wanted something that would let me compensate the fact that I don't do as much as most of my team members do. So most of them either is the one creating some programming, some aspects, doing the UI. So I want something that lets me be the one to create the room, so I can make use of this. Oh yeah, that did not go so well. No, we'll eventually have something in place for the dialogue. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, that's what that was for. Oh! I think I know what this one's for. Okay, well, I'll leave that one alone for right now. Ah, well, whatever. This will do. Let's see. Oh, let's explore some of the other elements that we have here. Haha! Okay, cool. That is good to know. I will make use of that later. By later, I mean now. So I will admit I am learning this on the fly. So when you hear the aha moments, you know what? Let's see if I can do that. Hold on. This one button may work. We found what that one was for. Let's add some rubble. Oh no! Oh no! So, unfortunately, I've done something to make this angry, so let's get rid of that. Oh no! Okay, well that didn't work as well as I hoped that would. Oh yeah, this is not exactly how I planned this, but let us see if we can make this work. Let's see. No. Yep, the red is an object clash, an angry one. All right, maybe this is probably not my best idea. I may have to go back to my deputy to ask about that part. Because I did not get that far in our lessons. My goal is to at least make an initial design here. Shit. Hmm. Uh, that actually kind of works. Oh, I think that was a 4x1, but okay. I think we hit the 4x2. All right, okay, let's see what happens if I save this. And we're going to give us an appropriate name. All right, let's see. So as I am told, this should be looking like Lego blocks. So this is made in 3D to help with the jumping and other aspects. going to continue to print in that I know what I'm doing, and I really don't. But let's see if we can make this work. Something did not go well with this one. Oh yeah, that is definitely not good. Hmm. Yeah. However, we have a somewhat functioning room, as functioning as this will be. So that's a happy point. I just need to figure out how to deal with this situation. Because I don't think that needs to be a thing. Okay, I think I may. God damn it! I think I may figure out what went wrong. Oh yeah, by the way, those are the layers actually. This is used to show what layer is what, and by layer, that layer is also the elevation. So let's say this is the ground, which in this case it is. If you were to jump once, you would go up to 6. Double jump, so he would go up 2. Okay, yeah, I screwed up with this one. Alright, let's see if that fixes my issue. Because otherwise, I think I'm going to run into a clashing problem with the wall and the door. Ah, no wonder why that didn't work. Alright, how the fuck do I bring these guys over here? Ah. At some point, I'm going to have to remember to ask one of my team members for help on that one. Okay, whatever. Good enough. Let's go. Hey, Tom. You're just in time to see me trying to flounder a way through this. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, this is not going to work. Next. No worries. No worries. It's good to have you here, even if it's to watch me flounder for a bit. Good lord, I like how I'm further away from this. Almost there, almost there. God damn. Let's see, let's do that. Okay, let's try position 9-7. 1762.41. 17.6. I already know this is gonna end. uh oh yeah, that did not go well. All right, 17.9. One moment. All right, let's try this again. Let me see. 17.9. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's try this again. Yes and no. Yes and no. We're kind of there, but not really. We're a little closer than where we were. No! Oh, let me try this again. Map loader, load. Maybe it loads a new one? Oh, that kind of does, but that's. It definitely clashes, so I'm probably going to figure out a better way of approach with this one. Like, I can tell this clash is pretty bad. Figure out a way around that one. But I did upload the new one and it works ish. All right, back to the dungeon creator. So we have our editor open. Let me see. So I do. So I am specifically avoiding trying to get too fancy with this right now, for various reasons. One, this is the beginning dungeon where the character will start off at. I like to go more advanced when we go to the next room. Two, this is my first time getting used to this, so I'm also trying not to get too fancy because even right now I see some of the basic issues on my end. But whatever. BA wall. Uh, Actually, you know what? This is actually the most I want to do with this room. Let's give us another view. So display wise, this isn't too bad. I definitely want to look into this a little more, how to make this more approachable. But I think I'm good to call here. But Kang Mao, our visitor, is the one who created the tile sets that I'm working with. So he is the great artist behind the work I'm trying to utilize. Actually, Tom, while you are here, do you have any questions yourself about this engine? Figures a good chance for you to ask some things. That is fair. Okay, cool. I'll add some stuff for shits and giggles, but I'm going to delete it later. Ah, I see. Okay. Oh, oops. But actually, I think this will be it for now. You guys got a bit of a demonstration of what the dungeon creation is like, and I've got a chance to make what is my first room. I'll have to do some more planning to figure out what I want to do. Thanks for coming in, Thomas. glad you got a chance to see this in action. Yeah, there. Yeah, I do have a screenshot that I will post after this. In fact, let me do a screenshot of what it looks like as this, and then on the creation side, and then its execution. Okay, cool. So I'm going to end the stream now, but I do thank you all for coming in, and am glad to have a Q&A. This has given me a bit more of a warm fuzzy on how I can start working with these tools to make my own rooms and everything. So this actually did help get the cobwebs out. All right, thank you guys. Signing off now.